Alright, hello again, gentlemen. Today I'm here with you, doing a game of just a custom battle of Napoleon Total War against the AI. And, well, Empire and Napoleon were, of course, the first two games to feature, well, full, line infantry battles with all the armies containing units of gunpowder units. And yes, excuse my graphics. I'm using a laptop. Integrated graphics cards are terrible. Yeah. Alright, so the basics of it, like one anonymous person on TWG said earlier, so you'll of course want to deploy your line in a vaguely V-like shape with your general at the very center, of course, to provide maximum protection and to also kind of envelop the enemy army, because the AI is retarded and they're going to probably head straight for your general. More often than not. That's usually what happens. They're just going to head straight for the general, not really caring what casualties they take. Just fix my lines here real quick. Noticed a few problems. Alright, now, you have a few different... I'm going to pause this real quick. You have a few types of... you also turn down the music. Christ. I didn't realize how loud it was. Alright, you also have different unit types, obviously. You have your bread and butter, which are your line infantry. For Great Britain's their foot infantry. You also have foot guards and things like that. You have skirmishers. You have, like, Great Britain's rifles, Eastern European Jaegers, things like that. They are more adept at hiding. They have very long range, high accuracy, but they're not as good in just a stand-up fight as line infantry. Now, your line infantry, of course, I need to zoom in on them, are pretty much going to... they're your bread and butter. They're going to do most of your killing and most of your dying. And those guys actually have some pretty kick-ass sideburns for the most part. They're all affixed, or they all have bayonets. Shit. They all have muskets with bayonets on them, and well, they're usually pretty decent in ranged or melee combat, although units with higher morale, things like grenadiers, are fantastic in melee. Things like rifles and your light infantry, they pretty much focus mainly on skirmishing, dealing some damage from the sidelines, things like that. You've got your generals, of course, are another thing that are different from the other game. Of course, in Empire and onwards, they have this nice little blue, or this nice little ring around them showing pretty much their area of influence. The closer units are to your general, the less likely they are to rout. And as you can see, the AI is doing it. I'm not even really sure. I've stopped really been trying to pay attention. Some hussars. There's my cavalry. Another thing I'll get to about cavalry. Wait. Shit. I thought that they were ranged units. Ranged dragoons. Well, shit. Another thing, your cavalry is not as awesome in this game as it is in, like, medieval or Rome. They're not as important to have. It's like, you'll definitely want them for skirmishing, hit and run attacks, flank defending, things like that. I mean, even at that, just get yourself another unit of... oh, shitting dicks. Fucking pull out. Pull out. Some other good advice: when in doubt, pull out. Run for the hills. Alright, now a thing about cavalry. Yeah, they're not as good as they used to be. And instead, you have artillery. Now, these, for just this demonstration, I just had some 6-pounder horse artillery. Which the difference between foot and horse artillery is just being able to move at great speeds. Motherfuckers. Kill those hussars. Kill them! Protect our flanks! Ah. Oh, fucking shit. Lancers are fucking terrifying. Okay. So as a general rule, your artillery, and also Empire Onwards, has this nice little cone of, just kind of shows you all this beautiful, just tasty ass, just, all this overlapping lanes of fire, man. Just, better turn on barrage. Yeah, artillery has kind of replaced heavy cavalry. You're going to want around 4 or 5 units of artillery in every stack you make, in every full stack you make anyway. It's what's going to do some fantastic morale damage, especially up close. From a distance, of course, yeah, just pick at them with your round shot.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
You'll definitely do some damage. You'll definitely kill a few of them. But what's really nasty, which I'll also show you once they get closer, is their canister shot, which, if you're not familiar, is just like a giant shotgun round. And it's fucking beautiful. I'm just seeing, 100 men die.
Our men are running, sir.
Just, I don't know. There's something vaguely orgasmic about it. Don't ask me why. I think I'm a weirdo too. But, yeah. And also another thing about morale. Units with lesser morale, you're going to want more closer to your general. Units with higher morale, you can afford to keep them farther away from your general. Ooh, there's some combat. Nice. The skirmishers got him. Good work, men. And they're completely shattered. They won't be coming back. Pardon me real quick.
Like horse artillery!
Oh, shit. What's going on? I have no idea what those even are. But kill them! Yeah. Cavalry are not as important, just flank guarders. And here you can see the skirmisher, the riflemen, unloading with their increased range. Holy shit, I never even realized it was that much. Yeah, they'll pick at them, do some damage.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, but it's just,
Like horse artillery.
time to switch up to cannon fire for these bastards. Also, another good thing, you're going to want to keep your line infantry behind any ability for your horse artillery to accidentally unload on. I mean, there is no worse feeling than accidentally shooting your own men, which happens a lot in this game, especially to new players, because it's just so weird. You're not really expecting your own men to actually fire on your own men and actually kill them, at least. Which, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, there was friendly fire in previous games, but at the same time, it's just like, can't tell you in any of the Total War games how many times I've just absolutely just destroyed a really important unit of
Infantry
anything.
reporting.
It's really frustrating and it's painful,
Following orders. Following orders.
and it makes you want to give up on life. Yeah.
Orders.
Yeah, have the bread and butter getting into it. Okay, come on.
Horse artillery.
Yeah.
Light horse artillery.
Now watch. As you get ready to see deadly canister shot. Also, melee is much more of a bloodbath since units. Ah! That was a terrible shot. So was that. Oh my god, they're hitting trees. Wow. Dis AI, guys. Here we go. Okay, why are none of these fuckers shooting canister shot? That's another weird problem with this AI. Or with these games. I do something and it doesn't do it. But yeah, you're going to want to stay on the defensive. There are a few little handy picture guides floating around. Just general tactics and placement, things like that. These guys are trying to go in for a melee range. Charge.
Light horse artillery.
Oh, that's a good one. Just pop. Watch and fucking crowd.
Line infantry.
Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Ah, Fusiliers.
Our men are running, sir.
Shit. Yeah. Another thing, square formation is fantastic. Charge is fantastic against cavalry. It will protect you from getting raped by them. Make sure to use it when appropriate. And of course, I did something stupid there. And motherfuckers are now routing because I'm retarded. Like I said, I'm still new to this. I'm just kind of applying what little I've learned to it. But yeah, try to keep your men out of melee unless there's really no other option. And especially not against, don't send line infantry against elite Fusiliers. That's terrible. I'm also probably saying that wrong, so I apologize profusely if I am.